Enma, warna bacokor ba, warna cokor pulka kali ini. Kapalo.
Allah. Thank you. Thank you. I want to see your nose. Please come. So, brothers and sisters, I am extremely happy now. One of my dreams now become true. So, since many years, when I saw the picture of this rock, it's some kind of curiosity. So now, actually, I came, saw very closely, and even touched the one part of the rock or mountain. And then the indigenous people here, and this morning also I met. See, you really showing your sincere feeling. I very much appreciate. Although physically, big distance, and also the shape of face, some differences, but still we are same human being. Basically, mentally, emotionally, we all have same nature. So I always talking sameness of humanity. So when I met people, it's a different continent, different long history. See, we cannot communicate through our language, but we can communicate smile, love. So I really appreciate you also showing genuine affection. I really appreciate. One little terrible thing this morning when they give me ladas kare, gift. In it, 2 worms. From my childhood, the caterpillar, I cannot touch. Sometimes I jokingly expressing, my previous life may be one caterpillar. So I really used to feel something very uncomfortable. Like others, insect, like scorpion. I can touch. But some people very much afraid. Me, not. But this is a caterpillar. Very difficult. So when he, give me, that something inside to caterpillar. So then actually that that person, from this, it was right from the beginning together, and he explained about the mountain, sacred mountain, these things. And he enjoyed one of the worm. You see, judging his physical, very strong. So that worm may be, I think, very nutritious, maybe. So now more important, now here, actually it's some program, training and education, the native people, particularly young children. That's wonderful. As I mentioned, I expressed each native people, indigenous people, have their own certain cultural heritage, and including language. So absolutely, each one have the right to preserve that. So then way to preserve, as far as I notice, as a result of meeting some indigenous people in Latin America, in America, Northern America, a lot of sort of native Indians group I met, and also Hawaii, this area, native people, and New Zealand, native people, and Taiwan also native people. So these native people, all of them very much concerned how to preserve their own cultural heritage. And really, I think most of native sort of culture, it seems, I think, their sort of life very much close touch with nature, like American native sort of Indian. Almost they worship Earth, Mother Earth. Also the Japanese, the Shinto, very much respect nature. This, I think, modern people should learn. Sometimes too much technology, and then sometimes we feel we are something controller of the nature. Finally, we humanity develop from nature. So nature is truly our mother. So we have to respect nature and we have to protect nature. So sometimes we a little bit sort of, I think you also usually have the same sort of experience when you live in a big sort of hotel and a big city. You see, you're a little bit sort of isolated from the nature. When you come this kind of place, the nature is something, you see, kind of very striking in our mind. So we also then feel we are part of the nature. So these is a native, ancient sort of native Kasota, their cultural heritage. You see, they're quite close touch with nature. I think even if it's a modern sort of country, farmers, their life more closer with nature than factory worker. Clear. Then I think the important thing is the mental state. People who are working in big city and people who are working in farmland, I think mental state, people who are working in big city, you see, some kind of, how to say, a little bit isolated, less human sense of human companion, human community. Whereas in farmland, still, no matter how much mechanized farm system and modern facility, but still, you see, they have more sense of community. So therefore, you see, some my friend, Indian, and also some Europeans, they say the rate of suicide in big city, among the workers, more often. In countryside, farmers, less. Quite clear. You see, in the farmland, the sense of community there. So when someone passing through some difficulties, but still the sense of community, that give them hope. Big city, just salary, and become like part of mission, then the sense of community much less. I think some Japanese case, the factory worker, employer, employees, some close relations. So each employee, here, some Japanese, and no Japanese, you are Korean. Korean, you. Huh? Kasa?
Jami, Chinese.
Oh, foreign. 中国大陆. Oh, 欢迎欢迎. So any Japanese? Oh, there. Oh, some Japanese. Arigato. Just one word. That I know. Whenever reach Japan, it's a very good exercise. This. Do this every week, every moment, every occasion. So very good exercise of that. Then one my critic to my Japanese brothers sisters, you too much sorrow. Because of the formal way. I don't like that, really. You see, we should feel we are same human being. Whenever we meet people, completely relax, like that. So that's my secret. So when I give talk, few people, or 1,000 people, or 10,000, 100,000, I have, you see, no differences. I feel I just is talking another human being. I never sort of consider myself I'm something special. When I meet people, when I give talk, I never consider I'm Dalai Lama. Nothing. Same. As I mentioned earlier, we are same. Like that. When I sort of because of the effort to see the other person's sort of nose. So we have different shape of nose and different size of nose. I think when we look face, generally we can distinguish Indonesian or Vietnamese a little bit like that. Then of course European like that. So except this is small sort of different shape. Otherwise we all same human being. When I think we are same, I am same human being, then immediately, you see, I have no feeling of something because of the distance, separation. if I too much emphasis, I'm Buddhist, I'm Tibetan, I'm Dalai Lama, then actually you yourself isolate from rest of the audience or people. These are artificial. The way we born, way we die, same. And while we alive, we want a happy life. We all have right to be happy person, like that. So now, whenever I also they talk, now modern time, we are 21st centuries. Generally speaking, material development highly developed, and with that, materialistic sort of education also highly developed. But still, there are a lot of problems. Even those people who are highly educated, but very unhappy person, too much stress. Then those people, billionaire, very rich, as a human being, unhappy person. And then a lot of problems which we are facing. Actually, our own creation. Nobody wants a problem, but many problems deliberately created by human themselves. So something lacking, something wrong. That is, people always seeking happiness from outside. Not much pay attention about our inner potential. From our birth, we already cultivated our human affection because we received maximum affection from our mother. So that experience actually absorbed in our blood. So people who received affection from surrounding people, not only mentally happy, but physically some effect. So scientists, mainly medical scientists, they say constant fear, constant anger, hatred actually eating our immune system. So, other hand, calm mind is very helpful for our physical health. So we usually sort of use the word healthy mind, healthy body, very close link. So modern society, modern education, not sufficient to pay attention about our inner value. So now please think more our inner value, irrespective whether religious minded or not. That's up to individual. But so long we are a human being, we should have peace of mind. And then world problem. Once we develop sense of oneness of humanity and take care about others' life, about others' well-being, then there's no room to kill because you respect their life and consider they're also our brothers, sisters. On a secondary level, there are differences. Religious belief, there are differences, different religious belief, different nationality, different races, different color. And then even same religious belief, same sort of cultural heritage, but still differences rich and poor. Millions of poor people, their life poverty, right? Right. Same planet, northern world, you enjoy surplus, right? Surplus. Oh. And same planet, southern world, many starvations. And then, not only humanity level, but national level, like America, very rich nation, almost most biggest because of the economy, sort of, because of the. But there's one occasion I was in Washington, the one public talk, I mentioned there. So the capital of the richest nation, the suburb, the capital, and also within the sort of Washington city, there are poor people. So this gap, rich and poor, not only morally wrong, but practically also source of problem. So all these, and corruption, and exploitation, bully, all these, if we really have sense of oneness of humanity and sense of concern of others' well-being, then these things automatically reduce. So now time come, I think we should pay at least some attention about our inner value. So I want to share with you, and not necessary to believe what I said. Please investigate according to your own experience, and also so watching your neighbor, and then you get conclusion. Heartedness is the source of happiness, because heartedness is the source of trust. Trust brings friendship. We are a social animal. Friendship, very important. So where distrust there, or sense of jealousy, sense of extreme competition, one positive, one negative. Positive is, he reached very successful. I also, same human being and same potential. I must work hard to reach same. That's positive competition. Negative competition, the sense of negative competition. In order to you reach first, create some problem to other. That's negative sense of competition. So competition, generally speaking, necessary in order to go further develop. It's necessary. So like that. So the more compassionate mental attitude, friendship comes. Then no matter you are rich or poor, you see, full of the trust, friendship. For example, within your own family, even economically, maybe poor. Poor quality of food or something, but still feel very happy. Where lacking friendship, apparently you enjoy expensive, marvelous meal, but not necessarily very happy. While you are enjoy food, your mind watching this side. A little uncomfortable feeling, isn't it? Full trust, open. Then feel very happy, completely relaxed. So you can experiment, investigate, isn't it? Like family, husband, wife, fully sort of, they trust, respect each other, not just sort of extreme sort of love on the level on the basis of external beauty. That's not very reliable. Few weeks, oh, mad. And then after a few weeks, quarrel. So I usually say telling, particularly the young ladies, your external beauty is certainly important. So worthwhile spend some money for cosmetic wear. But real important thing is inner beauty. You have inner beauty, then, for example, the couple, a case of couple, with inner beauty, that couple, long-lasting, happy marriage. On the basis of external beauty, they're not very sure. Some my friend, they say, when several years, first time when I met, there's one wife and some children. Then after a few years, again I met new wife. And then sometimes third time meet another wife. So then, of course, the two couple, okay, doesn't matter. But the children, I think psychologically, much negative effect. So happy marriage is very important. Of course, I'm monk. You see, no concern about that. But you see, the inner beauty is very important. So therefore, inner beauty means more compassionate heart there. And automatically showing through smile. You see, you feel happy, your friend feel happy. Distrust. Otherwise, sort of, also, as I mentioned earlier, negative sense of competition, jealousy, even social gathering. Suppose happy moment, but that person won't get sort of happy experience, like that. So therefore, please pay some attention about our inner value. That is, I think, basically nothing to do with religion. Because, as I mentioned earlier, we grown up under parents' affection. As soon as we born, mother's physical touch. Some medical scientists, they say, after birth, few weeks, mother's physical touch is key factor for proper development of the brain. And then also, you see, the scientists, you see, they experimented 2 mice, both some injuries. One mice who have that injury, company with another mice, one alone. Then the recovery, the mice with another mice, much quicker recover their injuries, because that sort of mice often you see, receive licking from another mice. Another mice remain lonely. That injury recover much slower. So biologically, affection really makes differences. So basically, we can say human beings are social animals. So biologically, there's one factor to bring together. That's human affection, sense of care, even animal. So those people who simply think about money or power, neglect these things, are actually against the basic human social animal sort of state, the nature, like that. So please think. And then if you feel this is some, what's the reasons, then share with your friends. That's the way. This is change humanity, more peaceful humanity. The first start from individual, not from top to down, but from down. Each individual have the potential to create better humanity. So first, you as one individual try to pay more attention about our inner value. Then share with your friend 10 people. Then each your friend, each 10 friends. That means 100 people. Then 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million, 100 million, like that. So that's the way, you see, to create compassionate society, compassionate humanity. That's the only way to bring happy humanity. Today's human population, now 7 billion. When I first came to India as a refugee, 1959 and 60, during that period we used to say 6 million human beings, now 7 billion. So according to some report, end of this century, human population will reach 10 billions. So even 7 billion, lot of gap, rich to poor. We have to sort of reduce this gap. So that means not reduce the rich people's sort of living standard. No. But poorer section of people's living standard must uplift. Then nature resources also now question. Many years ago, one occasion in London, I had some discussions with some scholars. At that time, 6 billion population. So some sort of expert, they say, 6 billion population. Then you see the southern world, northern world, huge gap, rich and poor. So the southern world's living standard raise up to northern world's because of the living standard. Then the nature resources is questionable. Of course, with the help of technology, now solar energy, all these now year by year now inventing. So I think now, for example, you see, this morning I mentioned the local people they should carry some experiment, some vegetable garden, then eventually some corn, some maize, cultivate, and then some small scale of industry. So from every corner of the world, you see, doing more. But then the water sources underneath decade by decade reduce. So now we have to think very seriously. Because seawater transform sweet water. There is technology. One time I passing through, I think in California, a long sort of drive. Then one area, I saw a big industry, and I inquired what kind of industry. Then they say, what's the
Desalination plants.
desalination plant. So we have that kind of technology. So now that I think instead of spend making bombs or weapons, I think spend more such sort of industry. Then Australia, it's a plenty of seawater, whole sort of round sea. So use seawater and then bring more water. And then also, I have sort of serious velocity wish or hope or dream. This moment, empty dream. The Sahara. Use seawater, and then create more plantations than the Sahara area, and that is the source of that sort of factory, electricity, solar, and Sahara. Plenty of solar power, solar energy. So build big electricity, because the factory use solar energy. Then that electricity used for this desalination factory. Then I think there is possibility Sahara, at least decade by decade, century to century, I think Sahara can build Greenland, and then Australia, certainly. So on my previous visit, I expressed, from all sides, I said Australia should have some kind of plan. Each decade, few hundred square kilometer inward, so create Greenland, and then eventually reach here. I think take time. But coastal area, I think already a lot of trees, a lot of greens. That I think inward can expand. Right? Then I think many parts of the world use seawater that way. I think sea level, danger of sea level each decade increasing. That also, I think some little help, isn't it? Use seawater, all sites, different area. I wish instead of killing each other, think more these things and use our resource, our dollar or euro or Australian dollar. Your Australian dollar, I don't think much importance in the global level. Euro and dollar, so spent on such sort of long-term projects, not thinking my nation like that, thinking humanity. Now I think time has come. We have to think. I think early part of 20th century, concept of war is something normal. When one nation declare war on other nation, all citizens of that country, without any question, was proudly, happily join war effort. Now that kind of mental thinking changed. Later part of 20th century, much changed. When the Iraq crisis about to start, millions of people from Australia up to the United States come out against violence. Isn't it? Now when nation like United States or some European countries, when they declare war, the people now no longer so enthusiastically, you see, join war effort. Now much changed. And then consider importance of ecology. In early part of 20th century, not there. Later part of 20th century, now knowledge or importance of ecology, and realize we also have the responsibility to look after our planet. So these are, through information, through education, our mental, our knowledge now become wider. So now Green Party also there. Sometimes I jokingly telling when I met some politicians who says they are member of Green Party. Usually so I just jokingly telling them, oh, I want to join your party. Because you see, I have very much serious interest about ecology. That's very important, isn't it? That also I learned only after I came to India as a refugee. When I was in Tibet, no idea about importance of ecology. After reach India, then also you see, have the opportunity to visit different European countries. Then you see people say, this water you cannot drink because too much polluted. In Tibet, whenever we feel thirst, say, see some streams where a stream, we immediately drink, or river, immediately drink. When we reach outside, then same water, but one water can drink, one water cannot drink. Then you see, discuss or talk with experts, scientists, ecologists. Then become clear, this planet is our home. Taking care of ecology is simply like taking care of your own home. If this home eventually becomes something like a desert, then where we go? Mars? Impossible. Moon? Impossible. Even we reach there, oxygen, always getting that kind of thing. Impossible. Will not be sort of the time or place to relax happily. No. Always some because of the oxygen, because of the or what called the oxygen sort of something carry, and then like that. So our home, only this planet is our home. So we have to take care this home, isn't it? Like that. So then I realized ecology is so important, like that. So I think that's all.